I don't think. Okay, so let's look at some chats here. View chatting options. Y'all panicking. I don't think we'll be getting rid of Lawrence. Cowboys are close to. Yep. So no one's watching, but I'm just gonna start anyway because I was supposed to start at 12:30. It is 12:41. Anyway, it is opening day for baseball, and y'all know I'm a baseball guy. Looking at, even though I hate to say this because I hate the Yankees, because I'm a Red Sox fan. I'm a Rangers fan and a Red Sox fan. Those are my two teams. I feel since I play ball, and I played ball my whole life, and I know baseball a lot better than I know football because I played ball more, I can have more than one team. I like the Red Sox because when I was growing up, my team was the Indians. I like the Indians. And Manny Ramirez and Jim Thome, Kenny Lofton, those guys, David Justice, those guys were my guys. Though Alomar, the best middle infield, Roberto Alomar, and you had Omar Vizquel. What's up, Jeff? Those two dudes were my guys. And then I like the Red Sox. I like the Rangers. It's opening day. I hate to say it, the Yankees are a modern day Murderer's Row. If you don't know what Murderer's Row is, go look up the 1929 New York Yankees, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig. He's my favorite baseball player of all time. If you don't know who Lou Gehrig is and you've done an ALS challenge, you're a fucking idiot. But anyway, let's talk some football. Just real quick, because I'm about to head to the gym. So I was on a live stream yesterday, MCF's live stream, and a lot of the talk was about Tank and what we got a lot of Cowboy fan opinions and what we need to do or what we want to do. And the consensus is all, we want him there. It's just about the numbers. And this is the last time I'm going to speak on this because we all know that Tank is going to be a Cowboy. It's what's going to happen. I woke up to another report today saying that the Cowboys offered him what they offered him, and he wants 20+ mil. They want to make him one of the highest paid defensive ends in the league, but he wants more money. So, Jared Goff, 16. What's up, man? So, he's going to be a Cowboy. It's just where they're going to rely on what the numbers are going to be. The guarantees or whatever, because they did offer him 6 years, 20 years each year, 80 of that guaranteed. So that equals to 120 years, 80 of that's guaranteed. So we talked about that. We talked about free agency, what we were going to do in free agency, or what we did in free agency. And my grade on us is a B because of the guys we signed, the contracts we gave a lot of team-friendly contracts in the fact that it's low risk, high reward type of deal. A lot of prove it to me deals. The Randall Cobb, if he pans out, he'll probably end up staying a Cowboy. We'll probably end up cutting ties with Allen Hurns, even though I don't want to, because he is another slot guy. He is another big body. He's like Dez, but he can catch the ball. Dez had a good year, and the thing with Dez is he's a product of Tony Romo. Romo was a gunslinger, a throw-it-up guy, and Dez was a 50-50 guy. Not so much a run-route guy, and I love Dez. I loved Dez Bryant. Loved him. Brought a spark to this team and everything, but it is what it is. But the Cowboys are going to be okay whether we have Tank or we don't. 16? Oh, they acquired him? They got him? Let me know what the particulars are on the Quinn deal, what we gave up, because I was getting news reports that we're in the works still, that it's not a done deal. I was getting a lot of that update. So if we actually did get it done, let me know what we gave up so I can speak on it later on. Because I'm about to be at the gym. I'm gonna give y'all about 10-15 minutes before I head inside the gym of talk. But let me know about that Robert Quinn deal because I want to know about it. Whatchamacall? What was I saying? I forget what the fuck I was talking about. But anyway, so if we got Robert Quinn, what does that mean for DeMarcus Lawrence? Not so much. And it doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't mean that we're going to get rid of him. They haven't said what they gave up. Even just reported on it. Okay. Well, hopefully we got the better end of the deal on that trade. If they haven't given it up yet, that means it probably hasn't happened yet. It's still in the works. Just from what I'm realizing, you know, reporting on the Cowboys and doing what I do. Normally, if they say it's a late round pick, I figured it was gonna be a late round pick. Now, what kind of because the reason why they're trading Quinn is to alleviate some of their cap space. So how much of that cap space, I mean not cap space, how much of that salary are we gonna pay is what I want to know. Are we going to be paying 30%? We're gonna pay 40%? Are we gonna go half? What's the deal? That's what I want to know. It's a late round. It's not just a late round pick. It's probably a late round pick, and we are alleviating a lot of that salary cap, and I want to know how much. But with the DeMarcus Lawrence deal, I'm not panicking, Lord Brunson. I'm not panicking. I know how these negotiations work. One guy starts high, one guy starts low. I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking. But if we don't sign him, I know we'll be okay. I know we'll be fine. I know a lot of people are talking about how this guy runs the defense. He's the engine behind this defense when he's not. He brings a good energy to this defense. He certainly does. But he's not the guy to make or break this defense is what I'm trying to say. And a couple years ago, when we went 13-3, what did we do? We held our own on defense, and Dak and Zeke did what they did. Now, I know there was no film on them, so that's why they did what they did. But at the same time, DeMarcus Lawrence recorded 1 sack that whole year, that 9 games they played. What's up, Loyal to Houston? Pay the man his $21 million a year. Pay him his $21 million a year. To me, DeMarcus Lawrence, I don't give a shit what anybody says. To me, he's an $18 million a year guy. Not much, man. I'm about to hit this gym. I've actually been recording myself doing some workouts in the gym. So I'm going to try to put a video together and just post it up here on YouTube. You know, I was looking at Law Nation's thing on Taco Charlton. I don't think we need to trade him. Simply to the fact that he's right. When I was watching Law Nation, I need to go watch Law Nation's film on Taco. Taco is a guy that plays on the left end. I heard about Quinn. I heard about Quinn just right now from another guy saying that we acquired him. We got the trade. They just don't know what the particulars are on the trade, what we gave up. I heard it's a late round pick, but we got that trade. We're gonna alleviate some of that cap space, and they're trying to figure out how much we're gonna pay on that salary that he got. But going back to the Taco thing, I don't think we need to trade him just yet or get rid of him, or people think he's a bust the way he is, only to the simple fact that he plays on the same side as DeMarcus Lawrence. And you really think we're going to bench DeMarcus Lawrence? Doubt it. We drafted Taco because we weren't getting the production from Lawrence in his first couple years. That's the reason why we drafted Taco. If you remember, Lawrence got hurt, and he was done for almost a whole year. He played 7 games. Then he got hurt. He had back surgery. 2016, he had 1 sack in 9 games. 1 sack in 9 games, and then we went out and drafted Taco. Because Lawrence wasn't getting the production that we drafted him for. He wasn't getting the production. But then, boom, he exploded with 14.5 sacks. Came out of left field. He got developed, and he did what he needed to do. So, to me, you don't get rid of Taco. You see, I was watching that film on Taco, and Taco is more explosive on that side, his natural position. When you move him over to the other side, he's a little bit slow. He's a little bit cautious of what he's doing because that's not his position. So he's mainly there for backup purposes on Lawrence. When Lawrence gets tired, he comes out, or if Lawrence gets hurt, he's there. And now let's talk about this $21 million deal. To me, he's an $18 million a year guy. To me. only because I've seen Charles Haley play in the Super Bowl with a bad back. I've seen DeMarcus Ware play injured, play double teamed, get double teamed, and still put up 20 plus sacks. So for this guy to be over here talking about my labrum's hurt, I'm this, I'm that, I'm getting double teamed, it's all a cop out. It's all real men find ways, not divas. Divas don't find ways to do shit. Real men will find ways as a quarterback. If you elite, you ain't disappearing for 6 games at a time. Because that's what happened. In 6 games last year, he didn't have not 1 sack in 6 games. Eagles, no. Colts, no. I forget who else. There was a couple teams. The Rams, Goff went in there with a clean jersey and left with a clean jersey. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And people want to pay this man $21 million when he's supposed to be our head honcho for our defense? Nah. Exactly, Eric. None in the playoffs. Like I said, Jared Goff went in clean and left clean. So to me, he's an 18 mil guy. They offered him the franchise tag, or they offered him what the franchise tag was giving him. So they offered him 20 mil over 6 years. 80 of that is guaranteed, with the total coming out to 120. And he turned that down. He wants more money. Here's the deal. You realize that we got to pay Zeke next year? I mean, not Zeke. We got to pay Dak next year. With Zeke, you can still pick up that 5th-year option and then pay him the following year. And then we still got to pay Coop. Coop's going to get about 16, 17 mil. DeMarcus, if we're going to go where I think we should go, or not think we should, well, we might end up as 22 mil, 22 and a half. And then you got to pay Dak another 25. You know how much of the salary cap that is? That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking money. And I get it. Every year the salary has been going up 10 million, 10 million, 10 million. So in the long run, it may not seem like a lot. Like 22 mil now may not seem like, it may seem like a lot now, but it may not seem like a lot in 3 years. But with these players, they're driving the market up. I honestly dislike talking about Tank this way because it does mean a lot. Look, I like Tank. Don't get me wrong. I want Tank here. I don't want him to go anywhere else. What's up, man? What's up, Hoover Gang? I love Tank. I love Tank. Don't get me wrong. And I want to pay the man. I do. And what do you think the Cowboys just did? They just tried to pay this man. And he said, no, I want more. Look, here's the deal. I'm going to go on and say it on my live stream. I've had the surgery. See this scar? I got 2 more back here. I've had the labrum surgery. I've had it done. Okay? And I know the difference between him and me is I was in college playing college baseball when it happened. He's a professional athlete where he's at the training facility all day, every day, can get his shit fixed. Okay? I had to go through surgery. My surgeon is the Cowboys surgeon. Okay? The facility the Cowboys practice at, the facility the facility the Spurs practice at, the facility where they go get their training shit done, the rehab done, that's where I got my shit done. Now I was going 2 times a week getting my shit done. Guess what? I had my labrum surgery done. I wish my rotator cuff would have torn instead, because you want to know what the percentages are of having that strength back? Yes, I have the strength. I can lift weights. I can move. I can do things. But any wrong movement, like throwing a ball right now, my whole arm goes numb. My whole left arm goes numb. I can't feel shit for a good 10, 15 seconds. Can't feel it because I tore it again. I tore it playing again. Labrum surgery is no joke. It's not. I saw your MC. Yeah, what's up, man? What's up, Cowboy X Factor? Yeah, I was on there last night. I was trying to. What I was telling them is what I'm telling y'all now. It's not a 3 to 4 month process. It's 3 to 4 months post surgery of in a sling, in a cast, doing minimal movement. Then getting into rehab and then starting your rehab within 3 to 4 months. Not 3 to 4 months of rehab or whatever and you're back on the field. No. It took me a year to fucking rehab from this. Also, breaking news, Yeah, I've heard that. They traded for him. I heard that. I don't know what we're giving up. I don't know how much of the salary cap we are going to end up paying for this dude. So I'm gonna go hit the gym here in a bit, and while I'm hitting the gym, I'm going to be looking up and doing my research while I'm running. But like I said, this labrum surgery is no joke. If there's a conspiracy out there that he needs it. There's just Lawrence shoulder remains an issue. See how it see, what I tell you. I just got the update talking about Tank surgery. What the fuck? This is exactly what I'm about to speak on right now. Tank needs the surgery. This surgery is not a 3 to 4 month process. It's a year-long process. It was a year before I could even throw the ball hard again. Before they even fully released me. A year. A fucking year. And you think paying this man now and him using his body as leverage is gonna work? Nah, you got it twisted, bro. You got it twisted, dog, if you think that. Hell no. If I was the Cowboys, I'd be like, you know what, go. You need the surgery. He might not be the same after. I'm telling you, he may or may not be the same. We don't know. But let me tell you the percentages on this, because I know Cowboys Extra, you watched this last night. But a torn rotator cuff. See now how Quinn trade impacts Lawrence. This trade for Quinn can possibly be replacement for Lawrence. We might see Lawrence walk out the door. Now, granted, I do think he's going to be a Cowboy. I think he'll be here. I think they're going to work shit out. But the media is right now speaking about, basically from what I'm getting about what I just saw right now, is that if they're speaking on how it could affect DeMarcus Lawrence, that tells me they might not even keep DeMarcus. Do you trade Tank? And if so, well, if Tank didn't open his fucking mouth and talk about how I'm hurt, I need surgery, and I'm not going to get it until after I get a contract. If I were to trade Tank prior to him opening his fucking mouth, because him opening his mouth damaged the Cowboys, using him as an asset to either trade him or whatever they're going to do, and hurt himself. It did. Because you don't go to someone and say, well, you want me? Well, you got to give up this much, but I'm hurt. Or you want me, but I'm hurt, but I want this much in payment. So, with that being said, if I were to trade Tank prior to him opening his mouth, I'd probably want 2 first rounds. That's it. 2 first rounds, because people think, or the league is probably dumb enough to think, oh, this is a monster, this is a beast, we want him, and someone would give up that. Someone who's hurting, who wants to draft a quarterback this year, who think they're a quarterback and maybe a defensive player away, would give that up. So, prior to him opening his mouth, I'd probably want 2 first rounds. 2 first rounds. But to him opening his mouth now, we're basically stuck. We're basically stuck with Tank because no one's going to trade. No one's going to give up a first round for him. People have said they're not going to give up a first round for him. And do I really want a second round in this year's draft for Tank? No, I don't. I'd rather trade Tank and get a first round next year and have our first round. So have 2 first rounds for next year. But no one's going to give that up. So this is what's going to happen. One of 2 things are going to happen. Tank is going to walk and test the open market and realize he's not going to get what he thinks he's going to get and come back and take what we give him or less, because at that point we could give him less. Or he's going to go somewhere, he's going to get paid what he wants to get paid, have that surgery, sit out a year, and not be the same. Those are the 2 only options that I see happening. Tank coming back, testing that market, because look, and this is not including us signing him, because that's the 3rd option, us signing him, and yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about, because we all want him here. What I'm talking about are the two reasons, or the 2 ways that he ends up leaving or testing free agency. Either we say go test it out, see what you can get, And if you can't get what you want, then come on back. Or go test it out. He's going to test it out. He's going to get what he wants. Get that surgery. Be done for a year, because like I said, that labrum surgery is a year process. Look at Cedric Wilson. He had torn labrum. He tore his labrum in training camp, and he was done for a year. Done. So this whole Tank thing, we're stuck with them. We're stuck with them. Now, he's hurting himself. He's hurting himself by saying, I'm hurt. Because now no one wants him. So now he's here. Now he's using his body as leverage. At the same time, now we got the leverage. The Cowboys got the leverage back. So it is what it is on the Tank situation. Like I said, this whole stream is supposed to be about, we're going to be okay whether we have him or not. He is not the guy that drives this defense. He's the guy that gives this defense energy, yes, but he is not the guy that, he's not out there getting 16, 17 sacks. And yeah, no one's done that in a couple years. But you know what? It's been done. DeMarcus Ware did it. Like, it's been done. Charles Haley, with a bad back, having surgery, coming back in the Super Bowl 1995. Charles Haley with a jacked up back, causing O'Donnell to throw 3 interceptions, what was caught by Larry Brown, who hadn't thrown interceptions all year. We will be okay, Chris. Yes, I think. Hold on, let me bring that back up. Live chat. I think we'll get Tank signed. I'm not worried about it. Like, I'm not worried about it either. Like, I know he'll be a Cowboy, but I just want to talk about it just because it's annoying. Like, the Jones family, the Cowboys, they should have cut Tank a long time ago. Been done with him a long time ago. 2 back surgeries, a foot injury, and a suspension. Oh, he's in his, 4th year? All within 3 years? All right, we're back. Like, the Jones family stuck by you, and you want to turn your back on them by saying, fuck you, I want more money? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. This shit's bullshit. Oh, they're working on a trade. I'm getting all this reports about Quinn. I'll do another video later today or maybe tomorrow about the Quinn deal. But I need to go get this workout. I'm fucking hungry. I need to go get this workout in. I like working out on an empty stomach because when I run and work out and I'm on low fuel, it pushes me to a place, you know, that I want to get to just to push myself. And so I've been on here for about 20 minutes already, over 20 minutes, but it's about time that I need to get out and get this workout in. Like I said, I'm doing workout videos, like I'm posting, like not in Mel Kelper just says Cowboys something. Now they're talking about drafts. I really hope we draft. There's 3 guys that I want to get in the draft. That's Darnell Savage, who has jumped up in my leaderboard for draft safeties. Because that is one true ball hawk right there. Very instinctive, knows where he needs to be. There's Adderley, and then there's one Thornhill. I like Thornhill, but Darnell Savage is my guy right now. But all right, guys, I'm about to get out of here. I need to go get this workout in. I'll probably post those, like I said, those videos of me working out. I probably need to get Ken Master and edit all that shit together with some music. But what's going on here? Yep, we're back. All right. So sorry, that Iloka trade. If no one knows how to say his name, it's it's an L. I and L Loka. So it's Iloka. That's how you pronounce it. Iloka. It's just a depth. I think it's a depth deal. I think it's a rotation. I think it's there to help Heath elevate his gameplay. But at the same time, I want to draft a safety with the 58th pick. That's my biggest concern. That's our weakest spot on the field is safety. I really think with a complementary piece to Xavier Woods, these 2 guys in the backfield are going to be unstoppable. We got our defense set. Look, if we get Quinn and we sign Lawrence, you can play those. Quinn will be a replacement for Gregory if we keep Lawrence. That's what's going to happen. And you got 2 dominant edge rushers coming up off the sides who Look, I don't like quarterback pressure, but it helps. It helps in pass coverage. It does. It'll help with the turnovers. It'll help with everything. Incomplete passes, whatever. It helps. It does. I don't like it because it's not a sack, but it is what it is. You get Quinn on one side. You got Lawrence on the other. I think if the Cowboys are smart, they get this deal done. They need to come to an agreed term. Look, I hate it because it's $3 to $4 mil higher than what I would want to pay Lawrence. But if, come to 22, like 21.5 to 22 mil for Lawrence, that's where I would settle right there. We got the Quinn deal done, or that's what it looks like it's going to happen. Those are two dominant edge rushers that will solidify our defense for the secondary. If we draft the safety, a real ball hawk type of dude, the instincts of Savage is just impeccable. It's just amazing, and I would love to have a jersey that says Savage on the back. Yeah, 21.5 to 22 mil should do it. He wants 23. We want to give him 20. In the middle, to me, is 21.5. Even though I think that's too high, but that's just me because I grew up watching Charles Haley. I grew up watching DeMarcus Ware. I grew up watching those dominant edge rushers, and I know what dominance looks like. And to me, DeMarcus Lawrence is dominant when he's dominant. DeMarcus Lawrence, Charles Haley were dominant all the fucking time. Tank is dominant when Tank is dominant, meaning 6 games, no sacks, he was not dominant. And don't give me this bullshit that he got double teamed, because a lot of these guys got double teamed. Dominance is dominance, not, and that's why I think that he's he's not even good enough to lick. He's not even good enough to lick the dirt off his cleats. That's how he's nowhere near Charles Haley. He's nowhere near DeMarcus Ware. Those guys were dominant, period. Not dominant in the games he got sacks in. Not dominant when when he was done. No, they were dominant all the fucking time. But guys, again, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna post this video. I'm gonna get a workout video in here, just for shits and giggles. And I'm gonna talk about this Quinn trade.